say we got him from then?
Look, we gonna tell him we bumped into my cousin. He shot us a spare pair, and that's how we got him.
All right, bet. But let's say it's my cousin, so I look like I'm getting money. You feel me?
Don't run. Hit the lights.
Yo, what up, Doe? What up, Doe? Welcome to the Poe Report. Welcome to the Poe Report. And right now, I have in the building, when I say this is a Detroit legend, this is a Detroit legend. I be in movie sets in Atlanta, and people be like, you're from Detroit? Have you ever heard of Buffed Up? Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of McGraw Ave? And I be like, yeah. They be like, man, I be up on all of these Detroit films. This guy motivated me to start wanting to go independent and say, fuck working for somebody else. You know what I mean? When I say, man, to me, he was the first one of the first people in Detroit to start this independent film stuff and took it to the level he took it to. When I want y'all to give it up for my dog, director, Thomas L. Harris. What up, Joe? What up, Joe, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
That's what's up. So I got my dog. This is one of my day ones in the building, man. Willie SoSo, you know what I mean? Don't let the schoolboy look fool you. He turned up. He turned up. You feel me? You Thomas Harris. I call him Alfonso Harris. You know who that is? You know what I mean? Look, Google him if you want to know who that is. You know what I mean? So
he got the bucket head. That's the old school head.
Also to the true 80s babies out
there. That's right. 80s baby, for sure.
Yep. So man, I'm gonna get into your achievements and everything a little later on.
All right.
You know what I mean? But right now, I just want to get into you. So who is Thomas L. Harris?
Man, just a family man. You know what I'm saying? A family man, you know, a hard-working brother who love my community. I love my city. You know what I'm saying? I love where I'm from. I'm actually from, downriver. So I'm from like Southwest, River Rouge, Ecorse area. Yeah. So I grew up out there. Part of my, yeah. So, I was back and forth between there and Phoenix, Arizona. So I was between both. So I lived in both. And then I finally just came back to Ecorse for good in 2002. So I've been here ever since.
Somehow or another, I don't know why, there's a huge connection between Detroit and Arizona. Yeah. My cousin is out there. He's in the music. He's producing. Shout out John Rugby. But is that like intentional or is it just happenstance?
I think that was more so something that started to happen when I left for good. Like when I actually left, because I was pretty much the only person from Michigan out there, really, to be honest, me and my brothers and stuff. So that started to happen once I left. And then I started hearing stuff like, man, it's a bunch of people from Arizona, Detroit, or a bunch of people from Chicago, and, a lot of people in the Midwest went out there. So that kind of happened after I left.
Yeah, I mean, another cat, my homeboy Patience, Dope MC.
He
was out there.
Yeah, I know Patience. Patience, the rapper. That's my dog. Yeah, man. Good dude. Man.
I just found that interesting. I didn't know that you were out there.
I actually kind of grew up out both, like I said, back and forth. So you know what I'm saying, I went to school out there, went to school out here. So I was always back and forth.
And that's crazy. My host, her name Coco. Shout out to Coco. She's from Arizona.
Oh, okay.
All right. She's from Arizona. So
it's a lot of beautiful women out there.
Different
though. You know what I'm saying? Different kind of, you know what I'm saying? You got your sisters out there, but it ain't a lot of us. Well, back then when I was there. I don't know about now, but back when I was there, wasn't a lot of us.
Okay, so you're a family man. You got kids?
Yeah, I got four of them, man. I got an adult, 2 teenagers, and a little one.
Okay. Little one, 1 year old too? Two. Okay, I got a 2-year-old. He's about to be 2.
Okay, congrats. Yeah. I don't know why I started over. Don't ask me, bro.
I don't know why I started. I got a 16-year-old and started the hell over, boy.
Man, I got a 20-year-old.
I got a 20-year-old, and that's it.
You stopped at the right time.
Good.
You done? I'm still rolling.
Shit,
I'm done for sure.
Man, I pull out 10 minutes before I need
man,
for
sure. Straight up.
For real, goddamn. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. So how did you get interested in directing and get interested into the film?
Well, I started when I graduated high school. I actually started I didn't know what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always tell people because they be laughing all the time, like, man, you a cop, you a cop. Like, I'm not a real cop. But coming out of high school, I did want to be an FBI agent. I did want to go to school to be police.
Yeah.
So I guess it's innate in whatever, what is the word, innate or in me or whatever the shit is, to be, I guess.
Innately in you.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, whatever. But my uncle was like, well, look, until you figure out, because I didn't know what I really wanted to be. It's when I read you had to go there for 4 years, and I was like, So my uncle was like, look, why don't you try this first till you figure it out? He told me about acting. So I went to Wayne County Community College, and I took an acting class, and then I did a stage play, and the rest was after that. Like, oh, I know what I want to do.
You caught the bug.
Huh?
You caught the bug.
Yeah, I was like, man, fuck that police shit. I'm straight.
Yeah,
nah, I'm good. Let me go. This is my calling, because my whole life I had always been like, I was a class clown in high school. I got voted class clown. I was always the center of attention. I was always funny, roasting niggas. Like, I was just that type of a kid. I could repeat any movie you wanted me to repeat. I could recite any, like, it was just, that was in me already to be that type of person. And then my family, I found out some of my aunties, my uncle, and some of my even my great grandmother and my great uncle, they were actors. So it kind of was just, I guess, already meant for me to be that. Yeah. So I went to Wayne State. No, they brother. This is the 30s and 40s, brother. This is this is the 30s, 40s, 50s. My uncle was an actor here though in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, but it was like theater. So it was theater here, and then
probably a Detroit repertoire.
That's exactly where he was. That's where he did all this stuff. Yep, there. Because back then that was pretty much where all of them went for the most part. And then but then I went to Wayne State and I trained there for like 6-7 years, and after that I went to I went to the music videos. Well, I went to the theater. I did my own theater first, and then I linked up with TNB Films. I don't know if y'all familiar with them, but it was TNB Films. And we all had a mutual friend that put us together. Okay. And we started shooting music videos first. So we were shooting for the Doughboys. We shot for, I mean, it's so many people, it's been so long, but it was so many people we shot for in the city. Yeah. We was like, fuck it, man, let's just try to do a movie. So we tried to do a movie called Concrete, and it never came out. But once we did that, tried to do that first movie, we was like, oh yeah, we gonna make movies. And after that, it was a wrap.
It was a wrap. Okay. So who are some of your biggest inspirations that led you to start doing film?
Well, my uncle first, because if without him, I wouldn't be me right here, right now without him. So rest in peace to my uncle, because he's the one that actually steered me in a direction to do this. So without him, it wouldn't even be none of this. And just growing up, I was a big Spike Lee fan, Martin Scorsese fan. I was big fans of those guys.
So you paid attention. You were paying attention.
Yeah, like style. I could go. Yeah.
Look at a Spike film.
I love Spike's films. I love Martin Scorsese films. Like Malcolm X is my favorite movie till this day. I can go watch that every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Denzel, my favorite actor. So it was always, I always had a liking to like their movies because they felt real authentic to me. Right. Felt real. Like they felt like us. You know what I'm saying? Even Martin Scorsese, he felt authentic to his culture. Felt like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how Italians moved, and the people I knew, the Italians I knew, that's kind of, felt authentic to me. And Spike, same way. Back then in the 80s and 90s, that was us. It felt authentic and real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my thing is, I'm a jump right into it because one, I done seen McGraw Ave, right? And that's really like, at present, that's sort of kind of like your calling card. That's the one that the cult classic that everybody knows, everybody loves, right? And it's dope. I want to phrase this question right because I don't want to disrespect nobody in the industry, especially Detroit films. Detroit films, it feels like they're damn near typecast. Okay. For the most part. Mm-hmm. You got the street life angle, I'm trying to get out, they pull me back in, that whole thing, and it's centered around street life. Mm-hmm. Well, while McGraw Ave is that main thing you did, and again, it's dope as hell. Before we got started, I was telling you about a movie you did. Yeah. Serial Cheater. Uh-huh. I love that movie above everything else. Mm-hmm. And everything else you did was good. But I love that movie in particular because it didn't have the Detroit one, and it didn't have a Detroit feel to it. If you get what I'm saying, because we are making waves in the industry, right? But it appears to me that in order to make those inroads, it got to look a certain way, and the content has to be a certain thing. And Detroit is way more than that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I like Serial Cheater, because it's a comedy.
Yeah.
And it just went in a whole nother direction from what you're used to seeing from filmmakers from Detroit. So was that intentional?
Yeah, definitely. We had tried to, so we stuck to one particular type of films we did for a certain amount of time until we could build up a certain amount of leverage to be able to take a risk. So we did 211, we saw how good 211 did. We came back with Buffed Up, which Buffed Up is a comedy, but it's still in the same genre of the same people watch Buffed Up, watch 211. Then we came with 5-0, same thing. It's still street, it's still the same demographic of people going to watch that. And then we came with Plug Love, which Plug Love took us through a whole nother level. Like, crazy part is Plug Love is our worst performing film premiere wise, number wise. Like, I think 211 we did, I think around 800. I think for Buffed Up we did 1100. 5-0 I think we did like 900, and then 211 Plug Love we did like 300 people. I think it was terrible. It was the outcome was terrible. We thought it was going to be a flop, and it ended up being our best movie to date that we've made. So after that, we kind of started asking, okay, can we take risk with films? And so we did a film called Birthday Behavior, and it did phenomenal. So once we did Birthday Behavior and it did phenomenal, we knew, hey, we could go do this. And so shout out to Moolah Films, which is T, we always call him Moolah, but T and Derek Scott, who came up with the idea for Serial Cheater. It was their idea, and they wrote it. And then shout out to Jay Will and Chris Collins, who the two of them, man. Hey, Jay Will, let me say this. Working with Jay Will, you have to have a certain, you got to have a certain understanding of doing improv. Which is, because he's so good at what he does, and he's the type of guy that he doesn't like saying the same joke 2 or 3 times.
Right.
It just doesn't, it don't pop for him. So he's going to switch up the jokes. So you have to be ready to feed off whatever joke he coming with, because he coming with a new one.
Yeah.
But he's such a super talented comedian. I've never seen or worked with anybody that is as good as him comedy-wise in a film to date. I haven't worked with anybody. Him and Versatile, so him and Casey Clark. I haven't worked with nobody that those two are the fun. Yeah.
And for those who haven't seen the Serial Cheater, the motherfucker Casey Clark is goddamn fool. Yeah, so Casey Clark, Elizabeth Fox, and Sierra Angelique, those three, they just were the ice. They killed it. Like Jay Will and Chris did their thing, and then on this side though, Casey Clark is a phenomenal talent. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jay Will, as far as comedy, are two of the most talented people I've ever met. I don't want to spoil them, but the way Casey Clark came into that movie,
he classic, man.
Wow.
And shout out to Liz Fox. She's her and Sierra Angelique are like killers on that screen when it comes to acting.
So when you do your films, do you kind of like go from a place of I've been here before, so I can?
Well, when we do our films, it's never just me; it's a collaborative thing.
Okay.
So if McGraw Ave, that's Derek Scott and Moolah T. I keep saying Moolah Films, but T. That's also me. That's also Murda. That's also Shorty Rich. That's also, so it's a collaborative of us that we all put our input into the film. Okay. Ultimately, when we get on set, a whole scene could change if we're talking about some street stuff and, one of the guys that's playing a role or an extra or something, and he say, they ain't doing that. And we go, well, what they doing? Yeah. I don't know what they doing. I ain't did nothing. I ain't never did nothing, but none of us know. So the way we work is if you cleaning cars and I'm making a movie about cleaning cars and the ins and outs about cleaning cars, I'm gonna listen to you. Okay. Or y'all don't do what y'all do. So, and I'm gonna incorporate it into into the whatever it is that we're doing. So that's how we work. We work in a collaborative sense where we try to stay as authentic to the project we're doing as we can, and also still make a cinematic movie.
Okay, so you don't know nothing about being a serial cheater, then? That ain't that.
No, hell no. I know some people though.
So yeah, okay. So now you don't know nothing about being.
Not that. Yeah, no.
Another movie that I watched,
Mm-hmm.
Out of Pocket.
Yep.
Which even before that, so like Moolah, that's more of a collaborative.
Yeah, that was Rocky Black and his company and our company came together and did a film together.
UCO Studios though, but that's you.
That's us. Yeah, it's us. It's part of us. Yeah, it's a part of under our umbrella. Yeah.
So if I'm, tell me if I'm wrong, the same cat that was starring in Out of Pocket, was that the same cat in Serial Cheater?
Yeah.
And the love interest, same girl, right?
Yeah.
Was that intentional? Because they have really good chemistry.
Yeah, I mean it. It was intentional. They work well together. They do great together. So we most definitely put them together in the same film because their chemistry is great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah, that's another dope flick that he did.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The street shit, but has a different angle.
It does. Yeah. Then that's actually one I wrote myself.
Okay.
And worked on that for a while, and then we put it out. Yeah. So yeah.
So okay, I want to get into another question about Detroit and filming in Detroit. So to you, what's unique about filming in Detroit other than filming in other cities like LA or Atlanta?
Well, I mean, it's really, I don't want to say that it's different, because if you're filming I got a homeboy in LA right now, he's filming a movie, and it's street shit, and he got to do it in LA. That's what it's about. It's about street life in LA. It's about what LA is and neighborhoods. When we hear about LA, we hear about, what we've learned over the years, or what we've learned through rap culture, what we learned through documentary, which is gang banging, right? But also hustling. So when I see a film say they're making a movie about Compton, California, well, I want to relate to what I know is, and I want to be informed on something new that I didn't know, because we all know that Hollywood can misinform about the street shit, for sure. So the uniqueness about, it ain't, like I said, Detroit, you got to film, we have to film in Detroit, because if we don't, it won't feel like Detroit. It won't feel authentic, and we won't feel right making it. If it's about Detroit, like if I'm filming a movie, if I'm filming McGraw Ave, but I'm in wherever, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, Phoenix, Arizona.
But is it harder, do you feel, like trying to film here, trying to get people to certain things?
It's becoming a little more harder with the you got to get your permits now. They're kind of cracking down on that stuff now.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, when we first started, you didn't have to have nothing. You could do whatever you want. But now they're starting to crack down on making sure you get your permits. You got to, stuff like that. But
not too much more guerrilla film going on
in certain areas. Okay. Certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all about the hands you shake and the people you meet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You meet the right people, you shake the right hands, you good to go. But sometimes that don't work. Sometimes you got to just go and through the hassle of getting the permit and getting this and getting that. Yeah.
So would you ever do like union or union or SAG films?
Like I said, we always, when we get that question, man, it's always the same. If it makes sense.
If it makes sense.
It got to make sense to what we're doing. Yep.
I don't think you need it unless you want your name on some credits.
Like I said, we for us it just has to make sense for us.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head when you're talking about union and SAG. That starts to matter when you talk about the hands that you shake. Because that would literally, it comes with its downside, but it's gonna take you to another level.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you to another level, but like I say, man, I've been working on union films for a minute, and it's like everybody I meet that work these SAG films, they want to start doing independent shit. They can start, having something. You know what I mean?
The thing is like if you look at the music industry, you know what I'm saying, once streaming, or not streaming, but like Apple Music and Spotify and all these came out, distributing service, yeah, they're no longer, there's no middleman no more. You don't need, I mean, you still need them if you don't have the back end, of course. But you don't, because you can build yours. A guy could come out right now, make a song, do 100 million views, and now he's making money from his YouTube, and then he drop it on his album on iTunes. He's splitting it with Apple, and now he's making his money hand and foot. You know what I'm saying? If that's the saying, I think that's the saying. But he making his money now. You know what I'm saying? So it's the whole staying independent for as long as you can, as long as you want, but it has to make sense to whatever you're trying to do. Because there's some people that want to go mainstream and want to go, and to get to certain places, yes, you may need the big production companies or the big brands behind you to get there, but you know, it just all depends on what you want. What do you want?
Satisfied with having 100% of whatever it is.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's what you want. Because I don't knock nobody that goes and does the deal, because, you know what I'm saying, I could say, oh man, you could have stayed independent and did that. But them staying independent might not have worked. It might not have worked for them. They might have not been, you know, where they're at going and getting a deal. So it all depends on what you want.
What you want. Okay. I just know that the SAG and the union money is good as hell, you know what I mean? But so how do you get paid off of putting your projects on like Tubi and Amazon?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the what they're paying. Like, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Some people you charge $6 for the movie, and then you split it with the platform. Some people do ad base, you know what I'm saying? You split the ad money. It's all a transaction. Like, it's all depends. It's all. So some people subscription based, and they give you a lump sum and keep your movie for however many years. It all depends on the platform and what you're trying to do.
So you can sort of kind of write your own ticket though, with Tubi in particular. I don't understand how it works, because, like, say Amazon Prime or Prime Video, which you got both, right?
Well, not no more. We on UCO TV now. We got our own app.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. So we on our own app now. Shit. But yeah, we did have Amazon.
So, like, Amazon.
Little shameless plug, y'all.
Shameless plug away, bro. Amazon, for the consumer, you pay for it, right? Whatever the price is.
Yeah.
Tubi's free. So how do people who put their stuff on Tubi? I mean, I know you said it, but is it based on views? The contracts that
it's based on the ads. How many times the ads run?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm not an expert on that. There's people that know this knowledge way more than me. But to my knowledge, it's however it's the ad. Like, if you got an hour and a half long movie, that's a lot of ads within an hour and a half long movie. The problem is you gotta hope that they watch your film from beginning to end, because however many times the ad runs is how it goes. So if 10 million people watch your movie all the way through, then your ad money is however much it is, which I don't know what it is now, but whatever the ad money is.
I was just wondering, because I'm more of a music dude. Yeah. And I know with the streaming stuff, in order to make money, you gotta get a whole hell of a lot of streams.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same in movies. It's the same concept. I mean, we got the ads though, but I mean, it's kind of the same concept in some regards. Still got to get a whole lot of views. Yeah. I mean, you can't think that you're gonna put it on Tubi and get, like, people think they're gonna throw their movie on Tubi and be millionaires tomorrow. No, don't work like that. Don't work like that. Like, you got to get a lot of traction, a lot, and I mean a lot.
Gotcha. Who are some of the top Tubi film directors right now?
You know, as far as, you know, I'm always supporting my people in my city. So I always say, you know, all my people, you know, the Rockies, the Janaeas, Nina, LB, Dennis, you know what I'm saying? All of them. I respect everybody. I love everybody that's doing something positive in this in the city. If you directing and you got a movie coming out of Detroit, I'm supporting. I'm gonna come out. Joe Smith, Kamal, you know what I'm saying? Diesel, like, the list goes on how many people Darren Brown. Well, Darren Brown, the crazy part about Darren Brown is Darren Brown was before us. So he was the guy before us. So Darren Brown was the one who did Project 313. Yep. And we all was like, damn, he did a movie, but we weren't even thinking about movies back then. And he was the premier, you know, video director back then. So Darren Brown was, you know, what they call him, one of the forefathers of this stuff back in the day. So, you know, he gets nothing but mad respect from us.
Speaking of him, he also did a movie. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
He
name.
did a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know, but one in particular, it was just an atypical Detroit movie.
I'm not familiar.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was a crazy flick. It was super duper good.
Who is this?
Darren Brown.
Okay.
But I bring it up to say, what type of movie would you like to see outside of what is deemed the typical Detroit? What is a type of movie that you'd like to see, or a story? I put it a story you'd like to see somebody make.
I always say this is like, what is a Detroit typical movie? You know what I'm saying? With Detroit, I always say that because I know what is a Detroit typical movie. Because I've seen films from here that have abundance of different storylines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But since it's being made in Detroit, it gets labeled the Detroit typical movie. And that's okay, because I used to say this. People used to always say this. You're a Tubi actor. And I'd be like, I ain't no Tubi actor. I'm an actor.
Right.
But then I said, you know what? I am. Because that platform has allowed us to get recognition worldwide. So you know what? You can call me a Tubi actor all you want.
Yeah,
that's cool with me. I'm cool with it.
That's cool.
Well, go ahead.
No, but I would, just to clarify, because I really want to hear your opinion about it, like fully. When I say a typical Detroit movie, it's like being typecast.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Same storyline.
Okay. So outside of that typecasting, is there a story? Because I got a million that I would love to see. Yeah. But I was sort of wondering what you thought about it.
No, I mean, to be honest, man, I think a lot of people are touching on a lot of subjects. Mina's doing a very funny comedy skit show. It's like a skit type of show, but it's not a skit show. I mean, it's a lot of people doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Like they just did. What was the one we just did? Oh, we just did Buffed Up 2. Shout out to Buffed Up 2. Everybody Buffed Up 2.
And I came out there too when y'all filmed it.
Did you?
Yeah, I came out there with Jackpot.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I think I want to see more films from more filmmakers in the city. Just keep going. Yeah, just because they always say is nothing's been done under the sun.
True.
Everything has been done. It's just how you tell the story, what you do with the story, and how you shoot the story. That's what makes it different. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to school, they told us everything has been done under the sun. There's nothing that hasn't been done. Nothing you can think of has not already been done in a film. Yeah, but what is different is how you tell the story and how you shoot the movie and how you write it. That's what's different. But the whole concept or the, sex and drugs. I mean, sex and death. I'm sorry. Sex and death. Or you want to call it romance and death, whatever you want to call it, is going to be emotional. 99% of your films is going to be
to some degree.
Something, yeah.
Sex and death. Yeah, I mean, almost 99. I mean, 99%. You know what I'm saying? When I say sex, I'm just saying like romance. It don't have to necessarily be sex. It could just be romance, but love. It's going to be there. I don't care what it is. Right. It's going to be there. Yeah. You can think of many of films, Malcolm X, death and love. You know what I'm saying? Hangover.
You're right.
Sex.
Yeah, to some degree. Yeah,
love. There's a wedding, right?
Yeah,
anything you can think of is going to have some form of that in it. So
you're right.
Nothing's been done under the sun. It's just how you do it.
What's your favorite movie?
Malcolm X.
Oh, you did say that.
Malcolm X all time. Greatest film ever made.
So how did you meet Murda Payne, and what drew you to Murda Payne? Because it seems like y'all just opposites.
We met through a mutual friend back when we were doing theater and they were doing music videos. So Murda was a rapper first. Yeah. He rapped, and so how they got into videos, he needed music videos, and back then there wasn't a lot of people shooting music videos at all.
Right.
Like I said, it was only Darren, I think Lil J. I think Al Prophet was doing it at that time.
Shout out Al Prophet. I went to high school together.
This was back when?
This was like 08, 09.
Oh, okay.
So this was back in the day. Mm-hmm. So them was really the only guys that was like shooting music videos like that. So T, our good friend T, who these Moolah Films, we call him Moolah, he picked up a camera and taught himself how to do him and B, taught themselves how to shoot videos. Mm-hmm. So a mutual friend of B and mine introduced us together. And the movie I was telling you about that never came out, that's how we all met, was through that movie. And then I met Murda. And I remember doing a scene with him, and I told him back then, like, damn, bro, you special, bro. Like, this shit come natural to you.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, that shit, man, I'm just doing this shit just to do, you know what I'm saying? He ain't think nothing of it.
Yeah, right.
Now you look up and he's the biggest face in independent right now.
Man, right now.
But I seen his talent when I first met him and first did a scene with him. I seen it.
Man, y'all remind me of Michael B. Jordan and man, what's his name? Shit.
Jonathan Majors.
No, the black director. He's always
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. Yeah,
Ryan Coogler. Yeah.
So,
Shout out to them. Yeah. Shout out Ryan Coogler.
Goddamn.
So I want to go back to one other thing. You mentioned your favorite directors are Spike Lee and Martin Scorsese.
Spike Lee and Martin Scorsese are like they're top tier, but you could throw David Fincher in there. You can throw
he was weird ass.
Yeah,
I love this
but
shit.
you can throw him in there. You can throw Ryan Coogler in there. I really like his stuff.
Yeah.
You could throw, believe it or not, you could throw. I was just watching his stuff the other day. Oh my God, what is his freaking name? Steven Spielberg.
Oh, Spielberg.
You could throw Spielberg in and the reason I say Spielberg is because he made so many classics that had no cultural, nothing. It was just a good film, whether you was black, white. It didn't matter what color you was. It was a film that you wanted to see. I don't care how hood you was or how hood you wasn't.
Yeah, right.
He made his films they just were good. Like they were just, and they weren't meant for, to me, it didn't feel like they were meant for a particular person or genre. It was just a film. Like Jurassic Park was just for anybody.
Yeah.
I don't care who it was.
Yeah. Anybody could watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
So I asked that to say, or ask, if you had to describe your style, how you film. If like when we look at a Thomas Harris movie, how do we say, yep, that's him? Like you look at Scorsese, you can say, yeah, that's him. Or Spike Lee, yeah, that's him. When we look at, how do we know what's your stamp, I guess?
For us, the stamp you're gonna know is that
I know.
For us, it's hard to say because we got a lot of stamps.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as I see Detroit, bro, I'll be like, it's my dog. For one, for sure, it's gonna be authentic to whatever we're talking about. Yeah.
You're gonna feel the authenticity to it. Well, I don't care what it is. If it's a flick about women, it's a flick about gangster shit. If it's a flick about a nigga being a serial cheater, whatever the case may be, it's gonna feel authentic.
Authentic, yeah.
Very Merry Hood Christmas. I remember this. Shout out to the cast of Very Merry Hood Christmas. Very Merry Hood Christmas 2 is about to drop too as well this month.
Okay.
I remember shooting part 1 and I remember directing Jay Will and he was going like ape shit crazy, but he was vulgar as hell. I said, hey man, we can't do this, man. This is a family movie. Mm-hmm. And he really put it in perspective for me when he said to me, but we gotta be who we are in family films. You don't think it's families that act like this? And when I thought about it, I said,
hell yeah, you're right.
Right. My aunties, my uncles, they be acting like that. And he was like, you gotta, and he put it in perspective for me to make me understand that I had to. Jay Will can do something for you that you don't even, like he does things and you don't even see it until he do it. And he be like, damn, I ain't see that. And he like, yeah, and he likes to gloat a lot. Yeah, nigga, I know. So shout out to him. But I'm saying that to say, like, even with Very Merry Hood Christmas, it's authentic to the culture we live in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can relate to a family like that.
From
so
a visual standpoint, this is
well, for visually, it's gonna be we play in the shadows. I don't know if you know what that means. So we like to do a lot of dark, or should be dark, because we very moody. We like to create moods.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, we like to create moods. So you'll see a scene. I know in season 3 it was a scene with episode. I can't remember the episode, but it was Chubbs and his cousin, and he had a brace on. We sat him by a window where everything was black. We blacked out the whole. It was nighttime, but we blacked out, boarded up the windows, everything, and we just let a little bit of light come in to signify day. But we wanted to create a mood because it was a very intimate, emotional scene. So for us, it's gonna be we play in the shadows a lot. We like to play with the.
You have a lot of scenes in your movies like that.
Yeah, we like to do that.
One in particular, Out of Pocket. Somebody homeboy got killed, but it was the very next scene you went to the guy who was grieving, and he was sitting in this room. And
in the dark. Yeah.
But it was this blue light.
Yeah.
It was like. I can see that through a few of the movies that I'm watching.
And I did it at the ending shot too when we dollied out with the sister and the cousin and her brother. I learned that from T. Shout out to T. He taught me that creates a mood, a feel. And he taught me, when you play with the shadows or you play with lighting like that, you telling the audience something, what mood they're in, how they feel. So shout out to him because that's where it was inspired from, was him. He taught me that. And shout out to TP because he was on the film and he was the DP for that. He did a phenomenal job lighting that film.
Yeah, that does make the film. Because like I said, I'm a dolly grip, but I also work with the grips. And we control the lighting and shit like that. You know what I mean? And make the shadow, but it all gives a feel. When you see that.
And it just all depends. Like comedies, we don't play in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? We kind of it's a little more open. You know what I'm saying? Still cinematic though, but it's a little more open with comedies. A movie like Serial Cheater is kind of a mixture. You know what I'm saying? You got scenes where it's kind of a little more lit than usual. Then you got your darker ones. So we play with it a lot. We play with it because we love how to create moods. How to make people feel.
So working in these films, bro, you got to work with actors. You know what I mean? And sometimes I know you're working with a lot of new actors.
Sure, for sure.
So how is it? Is it a headache sometimes getting everybody on the same damn page, bro?
If you got Jay Will there.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Jay Will.
I'm fucking with you, Jay Will. You know I love you, but you know I'm going on you right now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it can be. It just
I know
all
people
depends.
gotta work and they be like, I can't make it and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's when you gotta be very. You gotta be able to pivot. You gotta be able to move. So a lot of roles, especially in McGraw Ave, have been created from people that can't make it. So somebody like, he might be standing on set and you say, hey man, I can't make it. And I say, damn man, we ain't got nobody. But he like, hey, I got my boy, he'll do it. Yeah. And we like, shit, fuck it, come on. And he say something, we like, oh no, he kind of good. And then I'll start coaching him, like, can you say? And I'll coach him. And then next thing you know, you'll look up and he's in season 3, he's the main villain like Chubbs. Because that's what happened with him. Chubb started from just one line because somebody couldn't make it, and now he's the main villain in season 3.
Wow, that's crazy. Because that's what George Middlebrook. That's what George said. He was he said he was doing something, and he seen you guys filming, and I think he said he said it on on my podcast. I gotta remember, but I think he said something to the fact he came over there talking to y'all, and he's like, "We're gonna put you in this film." And then that's how he got put into the film.
Yeah, George did phenomenal on H Block too. Shout out to George Middlebrook. He did crazy on H Block. He was cold.
And it's crazy because how we linked up, dog. Because like I say, man, I was in the 9th, he was in the 12th. Okay. And like I said, I'm working at Tyler Perry's and shit, just doing me on set and shit. And he looked at me, he like, Silas. I thought he was an extra, bro. I thought he was an extra and shit. And I'm like, oh, what up, dog? You down here? And he's like, yeah, we get to talking and shit. I'm like, okay, I tell my dog, I'm like, oh man, that's my man, he an extra and shit. Yeah. This nigga got to talking, nigga. And Tyler Perry said, George, come over here. I said, damn, hey, my nigga, I ain't know you were, what the fuck? You feel me? Okay, well, nigga,
George a good dude. That's my dog. He a good guy.
Good actor too. Very strong actor. Does directing, does that enhance your directorial skill though? Because like you say, you might pull, for necessity's sake, you pull somebody in and you got to coach them up to do.
Did you just say does directing enhance my directorial skills?
No.
Did you just say does directing enhance
directing?
I was going to say, I was letting you try to clean it up.
Not that directing enhances your directing skills. Yeah, that's dumb as fuck. But the fact that out of necessity, you wind up having to pull something.
Yeah, so I know what you're saying. So yeah, working with, you saying like, does those type of things help your directing. Like working with unexperienced actors, it most definitely helps you become a better director because you're dealing with people who have never had training. So now you have to be their trainer,
right? And
you have to train them exactly in what to do and what you want, and you have to be clear with your vision. You have to be clear with your coaching, and you have to be clear with your direction. So. Hell yeah, it helps you become way better. Damn right, yeah. Because when we started out, nobody was trained actors. Not nobody, not Murda, not Shamar Avery, not God rest his soul, Fast Life Tale. Nobody, not Shorty Rich, not none of us. Sino, well I was, but not Sino, not nobody. It was none. So it was definitely they taught me patience and they taught me how to become better as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Because they call me coach, and they're the ones that started the name. Was them. Yeah. But they taught me how to be a better coach and a better director. They did. Okay. Working with them.
Okay. So that's how they got to calling you coach.
Yeah, we was doing something. I can't remember if it was Sino or if it was Murda. One of them said it. They yelled it. We was doing some training, like some acting rehearsal stuff, and they yelled it like, "Damn man, come on, coach!" And I was like, "What? What you call me?" He's like, coach. And at first I didn't really embrace it. Like, nigga, I ain't coach. Nigga, I ain't old. Nigga.
Yeah, right.
And then it just one after another, then another, then another. Now, that's what they call it.
I like that because I heard
yeah.
That was real like a broad ass one.
No, that was about matter of fact, it was about season 1 of McGrath time, Yep, it was about McGrath.
Yeah, I heard some people on set say it, and then your manager called and was like, yeah, coach is outside.
Yeah.
Oh, then he got a coat going
they just call me coach. Man. Yeah. So it started pissing all Murda, man. Neither one of them, they be pissing me off because neither one of them want to say who started it. They just be like, I don't know, like, you know who said it first. But yeah, them my guys.
Okay.
For sure.
So how do you handle budgets and not going over budget?
I don't. So shout out to Carla Strong. Shout out to T. Shout out to Nelly. They handle all that.
Okay. So do you get loans for this or just out of pocket?
I mean, no. I mean, we don't. We just we don't get loans. You know what I'm saying? We just invest in ourselves. Okay. So we're not the type that's since day one, we've always knew that, one thing leads to another, to another, to another.
Yeah, so invest in your, okay.
We just we reinvest in ourselves, for sure. Like, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, my black ass got to get back to work.
God damn, Hank.
What? I tell you, I'll say this, man. I'm more so than anything else, I'm a fan.
Appreciate it.
Like straight up and down.
Yeah, thank you.
And like I said, I'm a big movie head. Yeah. So I although you made a very good analogy, most of the movies are about sex and death to some degree.
To some degree, yeah.
And I never thought about that, but you're 100% right. So with that said, I appreciate you for telling me a good story. Yeah, since every story is the same to some degree. Yeah. I appreciate you, bro, for
no problem.
Telling a good story. Because you tell a damn good story.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Phil, who was Alonzo Harris since I said you was Alonzo Harris? I know. Pull your phone out.
Who the hell was Alonzo Harris?
Pull the phone out. I said you was Alonzo Harris.
Alonzo Harris. Who is this motherfucker comparing me to?
Who?
Alonzo Harris. I didn't know that this motherfucker last name was Harrison. America, this motherfucker is for whatever reason. I know the specific reason. We're not saying that shit on camera. He compared me to Alonzo from Training Day. For no good goddamn reason. But a good reason, but a reason y'all don't get to know.
Oh, that nigga, they act the same. They act the
same. Will I say there's a bit of Alonzo Harris in me? There is. You better call me. But I watch movies like yours, and they inspire me to like I could do that shit. Like I could tell a story. I don't know all of the technical shit of how to do it,
for sure.
but I did be like, yo, I could tell a story.
Yeah.
And my favorite, again, Serial Cheater, watching that, it got me to thinking about a million different ways to tell like a story like that.
For sure.
And like I told you off here, I was like, you had a little bit of hitch in that motherfucker. You had a little bit of boomerang in that bitch. You had a little bit of two could play that game, everything. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, dog, this shit's sweet as hell. And that was really what was like making me even enjoy the movie even better.
Yeah.
I watched the Out of Pocket joint, and I was like, the young lady, the love,
Liz Fox.
I know her.
Yeah, Liz Fox.
Like I know that girl.
Yeah.
The church girl. I know her.
Yeah. She did a phenomenal. She the one.
So when I identify with the characters and the stories that I'm watching, I got mad respect for the people who do it.
Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to make the person watching it relate to them. I think what makes great films is relatable content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's relatable. You know what I'm saying? I think so, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Man, well, all right then, Hank, man. I appreciate you for coming by, dog.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to go home? You want to go to jail?
Make sure you give me that though.
Yeah, you think
Shit, man, you might as well boom. Come over here. And get you my dog coaching currency out this bit. Oh man, dog, I need those, cuz. What? I love, man, the Nike boots. I ain't had me a pair of Nike boots in a minute, cuz. God damn. Yeah, that's why I ain't pointing.
All right, me and you, brother. Oh yeah, always, brother. Appreciate you. I will do. Thank you.
Yep. Till next time. Man, you'll probably see me. I'm gonna be back out of town in a couple of days.
No, that's cool. Shit, when you pop through, just holler. All right, y'all.
My done.
Rolling. Man.
So, what was the most difficult film you worked on? Most challenging film you worked on?
Most challenging one probably was McGraw Ave. Well, no, I'll take that back. Buffed Up 2 was most challenging. Buffed Up 2 was most challenging. Yeah, Buffed Up 2.
What made it challenging?
It was just the amount of people that we had to. You know what? Let me stop. I shouldn't say Buffed Up 2 because I didn't have to do shit. I was an actor. Let me take that back. I just know it was one of the most toughest ones to do. Yeah. But me being probably McGraw Ave, because there's so many moving parts of McGraw Ave. It's so many cast members, scenes, sets, shoot out here, shoot out there, fights. Like it's just okay. McGraw Ave.
Okay. So is it hard trying to get because I seen that you had Peasy in that mug.
Oh yeah. A lot. I don't even want to start naming them. That's how we
Baby Money. You had Big Hurt. Shout out to Big Hurt. He was my first guest on this mother. You know what I'm saying? On this motherfucker, he was Big Hurt, but you had Hurt on there. Yeah. So is it hard reaching out to all of these people trying to get them to come on?
Well, I mean,
they reach out to you.
A lot of them have reached out to us over the time, like when we do it again, because we would post over the years, like Buffed Up 2 coming. Everybody hit us in the DM, man, I'm gonna make sure I'm in that boy, So it was kind of like a both thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay. A lot of them hit us up, we hit them up. It was like, But they showed up. They showed up ready to go.
Well, if you got a Buffed Up 3, I'll let you boy.
I got you. For real, man.
When y'all gonna drop Buffed Up 2?
So it's looking like maybe first quarter of the year. Not first, definitely the second quarter. Somewhere in there.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
Who that is? Oh, come on, light that up.
So we're gonna take a commercial break right now. There's a nigga at the door.
No, that's my home.
No,
we keep all of this shit. This is the most professional and unprofessional podcast at the same goddamn time. That's what make it beautiful.
That's right.
You feel me? Shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how you doing? All right.
Hey, how are you? All right.
You can come in and sit down. So what was the inspiration behind McGraw Ave?
So McGraw is actually where Murda and God Rest His Soul, Fast Life Tale, Shamar Avery, all of them, a lot of them, they were from there. That's where they grew up. They grew up on McGraw Ave. So, anywhere in that McGraw Ave area of like Tarno and Chopin and Proctor, Florida Central, all that is their stomping ground. So they just made a story really about their neighborhood. And they was like, nigga, you gonna play the cop. I was like, all right, bet. And that's how it happened.
Okay. So if you had to sell your project, if you had to use one sentence to sell your project to a big film studio, what would that one sentence be?
If it was one sentence, oh God.
It's a good one. You ready?
If I had to sell it to one big studio, jeez. Best thing smoking.
Best thing smoking, you feel me? I like that. You know?
Off the top of the head, best thing smoking.
Okay. So what's something that the people don't know about Thomas L. Harris?
Something that they don't know about me. I was an athlete.
You're an athlete. Okay. Football, basketball.
Football. Okay. I went to I actually played football in college. My boy always teased me because he'd be like, nigga, you didn't play, nigga, you didn't even play a down, nigga. I redshirted my first year. Yeah. So I love football, man. I was like a football head. So I went to Wayne State, I walked on, and I actually was redshirted the first year. Yeah. Then the second year, I made it to second string. Okay. I was second string, and what happened was the theater program was colliding with the football stuff. Mm-hmm. And they were like, look, man, we need you over here. The demand to do this, and that is starting to interfere with what you got to do with football. Because football, you practice from like 2 to 6. Well, theater, you got to do class, you got to do this, then you have to do, when people doing plays, you got to help. Like, it's a bunch of stuff that has to be done. With football, you got to do the same thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there for practice. You got to go to, after the game, you got games on Saturday. Then Sunday, you got to do film review. Like, it's a bunch of shit, too. I just was like, man, you know what, man? I ain't going to get nowhere with football. I don't take this shit serious as I need to because I don't even work out, man. I ain't but $1.75. Fuck, I'm gonna do with this shit. So, but I knew theater, that was my shit. Like, I knew niggas couldn't fuck with me in that. Like, I knew it. Yeah, that was my passion. And I took the competitive mentality from football and rolled it right over into theater. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? You get on stage with me, I don't care you my friend or not, nigga, you better show up, because I am. Okay. That was the type of mentality I had, but it came from the competitiveness of football and being an athlete my whole life. So most people don't know I was an athlete. Okay. And hobbies? Hobbies? What is my hobbies? Oh man, eating. I like to try new foods, man. I'm a foodie, man. I love making new foods and trying new foods. Man, you know what my favorite food is? It'll always be like steak and shrimp. Like a good steak and some shrimp. That'll always probably be some of my favorite. And soul food. Soul food will always be, even though I don't eat it as much, I dial back on it, but soul food. I love soul food, bro. That shit just so horrible for us. Yeah, it's not good for you. But I'm going to throw down for Thanksgiving. I don't give a damn. I'm throwing down for Thanksgiving. I don't give a damn. Minus the pork. I don't do the pork. I don't do the pork. No swine. Yeah, I don't do the swine. Swine ain't mine. Yeah, no, me either. Yeah, but I got a couple more questions, you know what I mean? Because I know you're a busy man. No, you good. But are there roles that are there any projects that you be like, I will not film that, or are there any roles that you be like, I will not play? Yeah, I mean, I won't do anything. I won't do anything with the same gender. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. No, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong. I ain't. It's nothing, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you do it, I would never, it's nothing wrong. I'm not going to look at you no different. I'm going to look at you. Who the fuck am I to look at you any different? I ain't look at you no different. It's just me how I feel. I don't care how much money you put on the table, I'm not doing it. For, you know what I'm saying, me, I have my own beliefs, I have my own rules, I have my own morals, or, you know, what I'm not saying you're immorally wrong if you do. I'm just saying I have my own things that I had made with myself when I first started this. Right. You know, I've made, you know, promises to myself and to others that I won't do that. I won't do what's not me for the money. I'm not, or the fame. I ain't doing it. So, would you direct it? Would you put it in your movies? I mean, it is. It is in there. But hold on, but no. But you have it as comedy though, don't you? I mean, yeah. I mean, but it's in there. I mean, we don't have like, if you saying like a Brokeback Mountain. Like, no, we don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you saying that, yeah, no, we don't have that.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Talking
no.
about like Beauty and Blake.
Yeah, like I don't know what we saying that. I never seen that. I never seen that. The Beauty and Black. I said I was gonna watch it because I gotta go. Yeah, I keep hearing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Shout out Tyler Perry too, because I'm a big fan of his. There's nobody I think that took the business side of it and made it what it was, other than him. I mean, he's one of them, but he was probably one of the first ones to take it and turn it into $1 billion.
Yeah.
And he didn't care what nobody said. Like he fed the audience that loved what he did, and he just magnified it.
Right.
And he stood on business. So he is like the blueprint of understanding, like, do what you do that you love and what your people love, and stand on it. And keep going. Don't let nobody throw you off your square.
And the one thing I respect about Tyler Perry, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, that when you work on a lot of these other SAG films, dog, and if you a dude working the cameras, you a dolly working behind the scenes, you'll probably be the only black motherfucker there, dog. But when you go to Tyler Perry's, dog, everybody's black, bro. The camera operators, the grips, the sound people, the hair, nails, the makeup people. Everybody's black, bro.
You can't knock what he's done as far as the amount of black people he's employed, just minorities, period, that he has employed on screen and off screen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That alone deserves the utmost respect, let alone what he's done as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? That alone deserves the utmost respect, and he has the utmost respect for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, do you think with this movie industry, with all of this, you know, because I'm gonna get back onto the topic. Do you think there's too much of that Brokeback Mountain ass shit going on out here in this movie industry, dog? I think there's too much of this shit, dog. Every time I turn on television, this nigga gayer, that nigga gayer. I'm like, to
be honest, I don't ever look at it. I don't really look at it that way, because I look at it from, you know, times have changed. We're in, 2025. So people,
who wants to see that every time?
I mean, but like I told you, that's you. I can't tell that person how to tell his story. That's his story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was his what he saw grow. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell that man to tell his story. That's his story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just look at it. Is there a purpose behind it? Is it a purpose of is it telling a story? Is it telling something that happened? What is the purpose of it?
Yeah.
And does it drive the story forward? And is it good? As far as good, like good as far as like,
you gonna put it in your film or not?
No, I'm saying, like, is there a point to this? You know what I'm saying? But I don't really, get caught up in like, oh, it's an agenda they're trying to push, or it's like, I don't, it's just.
So you don't think it's like an agenda they're trying to push?
I don't look at it like, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. So that's one thing people gonna know about me. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I ain't about big. That's what I say.
I think it's an agenda.
You can't. It's like the past, like about 10 years, right? There's like no movie, show, nothing that you can put on. There's not no gay shit or like no interracial shit where it's the white man fucking a black woman or a different race or something like that. Like, they definitely pushing shit to push shit in our heads for sure.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with the interracial shit.
No, I'm just telling you what they put in the movies though. Back in the day, they ain't put that shit in there.
Oh.
It was just straight like white families having you ain't see no white man with no black woman back then.
You did.
But I remember that Spider-Man movie came out probably 2012 or something. Mm-hmm. Mary J was like mixed or something, and the daddy was white and the mama was black. Like, I told my kids then, and they had some gay shit in there. I said to my kids, man, y'all better start paying attention to this shit. All this shit gonna be like that. And it's really been like that.
Yeah.
I think as far as the interracial,
accept certain things.
As far as the interracial thing, I think with that, I'm seeing a lot more interracial couples in real life that I hadn't seen this many growing up. Growing up, I didn't see that many interracial couples. Let me say this: I didn't see that many women, black women with white men growing up. I saw, you had your black brothers.
We used to see the black guys
with girls. So, but now I see a lot more of it. And my whole take on it is this, man. Listen, if you happy and that person loves you for who you are, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put a color on love.
You can't.
You can't put it. You don't know who you're gonna fall in love with. You don't know who's gonna love you the way you need to be loved and how you want to be loved. You can sit there and say, "Man, I'm only gonna date sisters," and they put you through hell every time you date them because I'm saying I'm married to a sister, so it's all love. But I'm just saying you can't put a color on love. You just gotta let God lead you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk with God. And
you can't. You love whoever.
I mean, propaganda.
But I get what you're saying. I get
that. That's all. You see it now because motherfuckers been watching on TV. Oh, it's normal now. Just like back in the day, it was a lot of shit, like gay people back in the day, but they wasn't coming out because it wasn't accepted. But TV and society accepted it, so now they going in our.
I think when it comes to those type of topics, what I always say is, I don't judge and I can't judge. I'm not one to judge anybody. Sure. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not God. When I leave this earth, I got to go talk to that man face to face about the shit I did, about the stuff that I have done. Right. I can't say, hey man, but what if I got to just me? I got to tell him. So who am I to judge? I would never judge. And then I always say, you know, if that's, you know, if you got to be in your kid's life the best that you can, and you got to just teach them things that you want, because the first person they learn from is us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They are who we are for the most part. So I always teach my kids, man, listen, man, I bring them up through God. I make sure they know God, make sure they have a relationship with God, I pray over them. And at the end of the day, they see me and who I am. They see their mother, see who she is. We are the examples that you follow. But I'm not telling you that you can't learn from you outside of me. Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot of things from people that wasn't my father or my mother, you know what I'm saying? But I teach my kids, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge, because you're going to get judged.
That's real. You
know what I'm saying? And so don't judge nobody. And don't walk in the room. I could walk in the room and, you know, somebody can be gay. I'm not going to treat that man no different than I treat you. Right. You know, I respect you the same way I respect you. That's how I look at life. Your decision, your choice, that's you. That's you. It's my job to raise my children the way I want them to think.
Would you accept your kids coming out like that?
It's my job to raise my kids the way I want them to think. We ain't gonna say that now.
So like, you know what I'm saying? So like again with the propaganda, that's like the Dwayne Wade situation. Yeah. And the way you know, with
I'm not gonna.
A lot of people speak on that, but that's like, in my opinion, I feel like media really magnified that as like a propaganda thing too. Like they had to magnify that the way they did. They could have went on about their business, let that little boy, whatever that child wants to be, go through. You know what I'm saying? But they really like use that for a lot of things. I feel like.
So we have most definitely gotten away from film.
Yeah, we have. But we're gonna be
all went down the rabbit hole.
So am I wrong for this? I told my 16-year-old this. I told him this a long time ago. I said, boy, if you ever decide to go down another road, boy, just make sure I'm dead, because I ain't accepting that shit, boy. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't accepting it. Am I wrong for telling you that?
I tell you, I got 4 sons, right?
You feel me?
And all my sons are straight. But at the same time, when my sons are younger, you know, sometimes they spend more time with their mamas and sisters and shit. Yeah. So they get taking on some of their ways when they're young, and they gotta grow out of it and shit. So I kind of felt like that. But at the same time, I got older, I've seen other men who have sons who for sure is gay, but it's like you can't tell you say that unless it happened to you. Unless it happened to you,
my son's straight though. He played football.
For sure. What you saying? Unless it was to happen though, you probably be mad, like damn. But because the type of man you are, but you're not gonna turn your back on your son.
I ain't gonna turn my back. Dog, I ain't going to no weddings. Don't bring no motherfucker to my house. You feel me? No, I'm not. You think I'm gonna walk my son down the aisle?
He wouldn't feel like that.
You think I'm gonna walk my son down the aisle to get married to another man? It is over with.
You're gonna love your child regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna love him regardless. I'm not going to that. I'm not going to no wedding though. I ain't going to no wedding, bro. I'm gonna love my son, and I support you. But I'm not going to no wedding, bro. I can't do that shit, bro. I can't mentally, morally. I cannot go to no goddamn. No, I can't do it. You feel me? He might be mad at me forever, but But my son's not gay, so I ain't got to worry about that shit. You feel me? My son got a girlfriend. My son has a girlfriend. So, you feel me?
I mean, I think everybody handle it. Like she said, everybody handle it differently. You don't know what I like everybody say, man, I'm a 12th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. If a nigga pull a gun on me, I'm know how to take it. Till a nigga pull a gun on you. Pull a gun on you. And you like, oh shit, I didn't practice for this part. Yeah, motherfucker. You thought he was gonna put the bitch right here, the motherfucker right here. Now what you gonna do, motherfucker? You can't reach over here. Nah, motherfucker, you thought he was gonna rob you with your head, motherfucker. Now, he put that motherfucker right here, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So you say what you want, but yeah, you don't know. But
you don't.
But at the end of the day, man, I think, you know, as filmmakers, I can only speak for myself. I think we try to just be authentic to the people that we grew up around, that we know, and the situations that we grew up in.
Right.
And the people, like, you know, my uncle was a dope fiend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin, I can tell you how many cousins I had that's dope dealers that sold crack and sold my uncle crack. They own cut, you know what I'm saying? I had a brother that sold crack. I didn't see him cooking up crack. Like, I seen these things with my own two eyes. So
yeah,
I tell people a lot, like, it's easy to get on a platform and say, oh yeah, I would never do that. I would never do that. But you can't say that if you never grew up in a household full of crackheads.
Yeah.
Or if you never grew up around dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? If you never grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, can't really eat, I'm starving, but you got the bag and I'm 13 and you say, man, you run this over, I'll give you $200. Nigga, $200? Nigga, what? And then, but it's easy for you to say, I ain't shit because that's how I made my living. But yeah, but you didn't grow up in my circumstances. So it's easy for you to say that. You had a mama and daddy. You didn't know what it's like to go to sleep hungry and take the bus so you can get to school early so you can eat breakfast and lunch and then try to steal some lunch, take it home because you know you might not eat tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. I always say, and I'm just saying that to her point, it's easy to say what we wouldn't do until we're actually in that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta ask you a question real quick. So that's your family life. What inspired you to want to be an FBI agent? So
it's crazy. Girl, you know what? Till this day, I probably still couldn't tell you. I don't really know. I just knew my mom was always pushing me for college. Like, go be college, go be. I had an uncle in the Navy. I had, my other uncle, he was a college graduate. He was successful. So she was always pushing college. And I just thought.
Did you ever see it on TV?
Yeah, I saw Denzel was an FBI agent in Siege. I saw him in the other movie, he was Crimson Tide. He was I always seen him in these, and maybe that inspired me. I like watching cop movies. My favorite genre is action films, like cop films and stuff like that. So I'm quite sure it came from that, because that's what it was. That it was a couple other things, but that was the main one.
So nobody in your family was?
No, I ain't have no cops in my family that I know of. No cops. No, I did, but he got fired before I was. He did. My uncle, my grandfather's brother.
Nephews got in trouble.
No, my grandfather. So my grandfather was the numbers man in E-Course.
Yeah.
So he got indicted in '76 for $5 million.
Yeah.
Tax, like they couldn't get him on a RICO, but they got him on tax evasion. So he owed millions of dollars to the IRS.
Yeah.
So he ended up having to pay like 2 point something or 1. I forgot what it was. We ended up doing 2 years in prison. But the system he created was, he do the numbers. His younger brother, they was like 2 peas in a pot. You gonna be the police, and then when the feds come in town, you let me know, and then you gonna help me get the judges and all them on payroll.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. He got all the judges on payroll, all the politicians on payroll out there. His brother was the cop, so when the feds come in town, he know to lock up, shut everything down.
Yeah.
And then when he got caught, Mogul got fired.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He didn't go to jail, but he got fired though.
So
they fired.
Both of them. So dude who was sitting here was a cop.
Okay.
He was a cop for like 2 years when I was like in high school.
Oh damn.
Yeah. That's why he was like, man, but he don't like me telling people that.
Okay.
But I be telling. That's why I said he got fired. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this nigga, hey, I was skipping school. Yeah. They arrested me at Mumford for skipping school. I'm like, nigga, I know such and such. They're like, you do? Officer Brooks and them was like, you do? And nigga, they called that nigga. They said, he was like, why you skipping school, bro? I was like, man, I don't know. This nigga made me clean up the 12th precinct, bro. The whole 12th precinct, this nigga, bro. I was so pissed off at this nigga, bro. I was like, nigga, I was like in 10th grade, nigga. I was gonna tell this nigga. You feel me, bro? Yeah.
But bro. Yeah, that's what it was probably. watching cop movies, but I still watch it till this day.
Makes sense.
So what's your next film you got coming out?
Well, we getting ready to start up for well, we about to drop H Block season 2, top of the year.
Okay.
Bumped up 2, hopefully top of the year, first quarter. We got another movie called Ivy.
Okay.
Starring Dakota Strong, her leading role, the key, and Robin. They're the leads. I actually play an old nigga in that one. Old, like all gray up, old nigga.
So you put the whole
all that, everything. I was an old nigga. Couldn't believe it either. I was like,
damn. Yeah.
And then we dropping Very Merry Hood Christmas in a couple weeks. So Very Merry Hood Christmas 2 is coming out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of these projects are done.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So are there anything that you about to gear up to start shooting? Anything?
We got a couple things on the floor. But it's not solidified just yet. But we got a bunch of stuff. Like we're doing some more spinoffs to McGraw Ave.
Okay.
A couple more spinoffs. Yeah.
So before we go, you got anything else? You know what I mean?
Oh, because I be asking questions.
Yeah, you got something you need to say?
Well,
She's an actress, by the way.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Singer, actress, how's all that?
Okay.
I would say, what would you say to somebody that is trying to? Oh, okay, right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready now. So what kind of advice would you give to someone that is trying to get into business as far as an actress like me, up and coming, or maybe to a filmmaker trying to get into business?
Yeah. The one thing I tell you is you got to start following the shakers and the movers. When I say shakers and movers, I'm talking about people that's consistently doing things.
Right.
Like the Moolah Films, the DR2s, the Lisa Brown, Janaea, Blacksmith Productions. Like anybody that's out here doing films, you need to be following so that you can see casting calls because they put it up every day, right? And you need to show up to those casting calls. You need to make sure your face is seen and starting to be remembered. You need to come to the extra calls if you're serious. You need to come to the extra calls. You need to go to classes. When you see them classes, take them. The thing is, I tell people when you take my class or you do my one-on-ones, that's your audition too, though. Yeah. Because if I see that you're good, right. I'm going back saying, "Hey, somebody, hey, cold, Word? Yeah, we're gonna bring him in. Boom, we're gonna bring him in for a read, and then there's your opportunity. So the opportunities, I think the opportunities are here. You just got to get up and go do it and put the work in, and it's a lot. So yeah.
Amen to that for sure. What's another question?
Don't get question shot. No.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
Does it take a lot of work to get to where you're actually making money acting?
Yes. Yeah, takes a lot.
By
Takes a
how
lot.
many years?
That you can't. I can't put a year on it. I gotta put. It all depends. See, independent films is different than Hollywood. See, Hollywood. People think every actor in Hollywood gets these millions of dollars. They don't. They don't. There's people that have done leading roles and they only got $20,000 for the role, and they out here still working a job till this day. It's just that perception. Everybody's not Denzel. Everybody's not these people that you see that making all this money. So yes, it takes a lot of work, but independent. So if that's Hollywood, independent is even harder than that. It's even harder than that. So with independent, it's a little different. You got to build a brand. So that you can say, hey man, I want $1,000. If you want $1,000 a day, okay, show me, because it's all business. You gotta remember it's business. If I pay you $1,000 a day and we do a film for 10 days, that's $10,000. Now, my goal as a business person, investor, I want to make my 10,000 plus another 10 off of you and only you. Yeah. So that means I can put you on the face of this boy. That means you're gonna promote it, and I'm gonna make 20 grand off of you, at least 15. Yeah, gotta at least 15 off if I'm giving you 10. So the actor has to take that into consideration and understand, okay, I don't want to overprice myself. I don't want to underprice myself either. Yeah. What you gotta do an evaluation of what you believe, yes, that you're worth and you can prove. See, a lot of people could just say it, but can you prove? Can you prove you're worth this money? Prove it to me. And you know what I'm saying? And that's really how you begin to make your money, whatever that looks like. Yeah.
So if you could work with any actor or director, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, dead or alive? Well, I mean, easy. I mean, Spike Lee and Denzel Washington.
That's a good cop.
That was a good one.
And if not them two, then Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese.
That's cool too.
And I said that, and I don't even have a microphone. I don't even have a microphone on me, girl. I got a damn.
Wait, I had another question. I had a spinoff.
I'm only control, but female, it would be Viola Davis and Meryl Streep.
Ooh.
Her and Meryl Streep.
I asked him if he could work with any actor, dead or alive, who would it be? And he said he just told me. So if y'all didn't hear me, pick it up.
Yeah.
You feel me? So here you go. But if you do have something else to say.
Yeah, I did. I had a spinoff question from, actors and directors.
Yep.
I've definitely heard that, actors don't make any money. Is that true, that people behind the scenes are the one that usually make the money and the people in front of them are really just doing it just because they love it type of thing?
I mean, are we talking about, what we talking about, independent? We talking about Hollywood?
I mean, independent right now.
Independent?
For sure.
Well, all right. So an independent, the investor, you got an investor or a person that puts up the money. Mm-hmm. That person puts the money up. That person's sole, most of the time, their sole purpose is to what? Recoup their money.
Return on investment.
So if you're trying to get a return on your investment, the only thing you're trying to think about is the lowest budget with the highest profit margin. That's what I want. I want a low budget so I can make, or the lowest I can get the budget so that I can make a profit margin. So no, I can't pay every actor $15,000 for their role.
Right.
Now each actor has to come in and prove how much do you, because I'm thinking about getting this money back. So, you want $450? Okay. What your other movies do? What's your brand? Right. What is this? Give me the numbers. Because if you don't have them, I got to give you the number. And I'm not going to cheat you. I'm just going to give you a number that I believe I can afford for the budget. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, because even people behind the scenes, the DP can only get so much. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I think people get the misconception that, the person behind it making all the money. Well, the person behind it is really losing all the money. Right. Because a lot of the films that you see that you think is winning really takes losses.
People still gotta watch them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they might get the what looks like the biggest chunk, but they take the biggest losses too. You know what I'm saying? They don't come to you and say, hey, you know that $1,000 I gave you for that movie? I need it back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna give it back. You did the work. Yeah. So it's kind of like one of those, not a lopsided question, but it's a yes and a no. You know what I'm saying? Yes, if it's a great film and it does phenomenal, the investor or the producer or whoever it is that put the money up is going to make the money. Yeah, of course. They put it up. They took the biggest risk. But that doesn't mean you as an actor can't get yours. You just got to know what is yours. What's yours? Yeah, what's yours? Because you can't come here asking for $1,000 and you only did one movie, and in that movie you only had 2 lines. Hell no, I ain't paying you. Are you crazy? Right. It don't make no sense. Unless you're coming in with a brand that says, hey, I got 1 million followers and it was based off of films. Oh, well, now we talk. Let's talk. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how business is. It's all about, I want to make my money back. You know what I'm saying? It's not the whole, you're the best actor in the world, so you deserve $1,000. It doesn't work like that. That does have leverage. Yeah. Being a great actor, hell yeah, that has leverage because you need good acting. Hell yeah. But that only goes so far in independent. Yeah. It only goes so far.
What's the most you ever paid? You ain't gotta say
man, I ain't telling y'all that, man. Then y'all gonna have niggas coming in here like, I want. Hell no.
Oh, okay.
No, look at him trying to. Man, no, I'm not telling y'all that.
That's what Vlad said. Vlad told Boosie number. He was like, no. Boosie said how much Vlad paid him. Vlad was like, nigga, I had everybody holler at me right now. What? Yeah, he said, TK hit me up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, man. Hey, what, man?
Okay, so where can everybody find you at, man? Your social media and everything.
Thomas L. Harris on all social media platforms.
Okay, anything new you got coming out?
No, just stuff that's getting ready to drop. That's it. Merry Christmas is the next thing coming in a couple weeks for sure. So, yeah.
Okay, anything? One more?
Yeah, I actually do have one.
Go ahead, you good.
One more,
okay, one last question.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, so I have been a few films before. Mm-hmm. I have been to auditions and things like that. And I have encountered situations where, maybe someone, a part of the production or something like that, tries to hit on me. How do you, of course you're not a woman, but how do you suggest to handle those type of situations? Because I'm turning it down because I just want to work. Okay. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm not here for all of that. And I've got a lot of backlash on the other side, and now I'm in another situation. So now I'm like, I don't know.
I almost said a joke. I almost said a joke when she said I'm only here to work. When she said I'm only here to work, I almost cracked the joke. I was like, wrong time to crack that joke. Terrible time to crack that joke.
That was actually a good one though. I was like, I got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, okay, cool. You got
I got a sense of humor. That's a good one.
I think stand on what you believe.
Okay.
Stand on that. No. Hey, this ain't that type of party. I don't date within this. I don't want that perception of myself.
Right.
I want my work to speak for myself, not my beauty and my relationship with you.
Right.
No. Yeah, stand on that. I don't care who says what. I don't care. Stand on what you believe. Stand on that. Now, I'm not saying if you meet a great, because this happens all the time. Actors and actresses do set films and they fall in love. It happens. But I'm saying, like, if that's what you are standing on, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I want my talent to be the one that speaks for me. So do not change that about yourself.
Okay.
Keep that about yourself. And if somebody tries to blackball you out because of that, then that wasn't right for you no way. Your time is gonna come. Just keep being, because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's sets where it's professional. Nobody does that. You know what I'm saying? There's sets that don't, I don't allow that. Somebody feel uncomfortable, I'm saying so. Hey, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You come to me and say, hey, let's knock that off right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you believe that you want your talent to speak for yourself. That's beautiful. Stick to that and stay on that. Okay. No matter what happens, the opportunity will come.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Because she only came here to work.
You feel me?
I'm messing with you.
So there's a film, bro. Me and Turk was talking about, bro. That I want to get him in, bro. But I want to do it with some dope people from Detroit, bro. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the reason why I'm coming back so much. Because I'm from this bitch, born and raised, and went through everything. I went to high school with this nigga. You feel me?
It's funny. Me and Birdman was in talks.
You for real?
Yep. After season 2, he hit me up, and me and him was in talks. We had conversations about doing stuff. So it's funny. You said Turk, because it was crazy when it happened. I'm like, damn, Birdman. Like,
he called you.
Well, he hit me up in the DM, like, you know what I'm saying, I seen y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. And I had to look like, some motherfucking, this is a joke, nigga. Let me make sure this page is real. Huh?
Yeah.
Listen, CMG, Birdman, Rich Gang, bitch. That's all in Birdman. And I told my man, I ain't Birdman. Birdman. I hit him down like, hell yeah, nigga. So we exchanged numbers. We FaceTimed each other a couple times. He texted me a couple times. So.
Man, this needs to happen. This would be so big in Detroit, nigga. And then creep Turk up in there. Just to kiss him off.
He cool dude, man. He real cool. Real down to earth. Real, like, we, myself and Derek Scott and Murda Payne, all of us, you know what I'm saying? He spoke highly of us. Like, we told him, man, we grew up on y'all. Like, I was in high school back and I need a project. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was, I was at the Versus, hype as hell. Like, So it was an honor. Just like Shaquille O'Neal reached out to Murda Payne. So he reached out to Murda and was like, yo, man, I love what y'all doing. And he was like, he like, this Shaq, nigga, like, Shaquille O'Neal? Like, he like, yeah, this Shaq. And he FaceTime like, oh, shit, this is the real Shaq. Like, so it was crazy. When those moments happen like that, it just make us feel very humble and blessed.
Man, straight from Detroit, too. Y'all hear that, man? Out the mud, they got it, man. We got to get out a blessing, man.
Yeah, sure.
Man, yeah, that's a blessing. But, yeah, man, so, man, I had a question at the tip. I had one more question at the tip of my tongue, though. Shit, man, damn. Oh, boom. Before we close, this is why I'm doing this, dog.
Okay.
So I see $1 billion black man on my job almost every day. You feel me? And since I'm from Detroit, I want to come back and put different talent from Detroit in my podcast and do different things where I can present this to him like, boom, there's so much talent in my city. I want you to start paying attention to this talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I talk to him, I see him, and if I have something that I can present him that I done did myself independently, I feel like he will gravitate to looking at, because I know he's seen your films. You know what I mean? and I know he'll gravitate to it. And I'm like, bro, these are dope people, and I want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully one day, man, we can start seeing some of these Detroit Moolah films and Thomas Harris and some of these Tyler Perry films, and y'all can partner together, do something, man, because I just want to bring this Detroit culture to the world, because everybody's looking at Detroit right now, and Detroit is the shit, and Detroit has a hell of a story. We came from the mud. You feel me? And we out here, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, so before we depart, man, you got anything else you want to say?
No, man. I mean, only thing I always say, man, is if you really want it, then get up and go get it. It's that simple.
And where can the actors, if they want to get on your movies, where can they find you?
Thomas L. Harris, mostly Thomas L. Harris on Instagram. That's pretty much where I handle all my, pretty much, if you're going to DM me about any class, things like that, it's Thomas L. Harris on Instagram.
Thomas L. Harris.
Classes coming up?
I just finished one 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm trying to do one more before the year, but I don't know. I might have to just push it back till next year.
So I'm going to send you some of my reels, man. If I send you my reels and everything, I still need to go to your class?
Yep.
Okay.
No, but you should. Okay. I mean, you should.
I've been to 1,000 classes, but I go.
It all depends on which one. So if it's a group session, if it's a small group, if it's one-on-one, it varies.
Okay.
Okay.
How do they find pricing information?
Just inbox me, and then I'll send you to the email, and the people that run the email will send it to you.
Okay. Cool. And I want y'all, man, too, to shop Culture Currency too.
Definitely.
Man. My dog.
Listen, man,
right
Culture Currency, I ain't gonna lie, you guys Jay Wooders, I used to see it all the time, like, man, who is this nigga that make this shit, man? This shit kind of fly. And Jay Will be like, I'm old because I said fly. And Jay Will was like, no, that's my dog. And I'm like, man, I need some shit, man, that shit hard. And then you had Gabe, I don't know if it was Murda, somebody that jacket, or was it a sweater? With the pant, with the
talking about buffed up too.
Yeah,
it was Murda.
Man, I said, hey, look, man, hey, damn this shit. Everybody can't be getting this Culture Currency shit. Wear my fuck that. Now I wear a large. So he finally, we chopped it up. He's like, man, I got you. That shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah. You see us over here. I got something else over here. You feel me? So he been coming through me, man.
Man, it should be hard though. I fuck with it.
I'm gonna wear your shit on set, nigga. You feel me?
See, that's what this is. This is my cousin brand, Motivated. That's what
Motivated. You gonna plug me in with that too, man. I support all brands, man.
Yeah. And then my boy Sino, y'all ain't know Sino make this the bag home. So shout out Big 41 for the hat.
You know what's so crazy? I remember when him and BJ was selling shit at Mr.
Yeah.
Ellis. They had their collab.
Yeah, sure did. I remember that.
Years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I had a few of this. I know they was
killing it. Yeah. Man, shout out to man. I went to college with DJ BJ, man. In Florida, cuz. In Florida, dog. We went to school in Florida together. Hell yeah, man. Tallahassee. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I want y'all to, man, find him on Instagram, Thomas L. Harris. Yep. Shop Culture Currency. I want y'all to like, subscribe to the Poe Report on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Bria, what's your?
Miss Rucker M.
Oh shit!
It's Miss Rucker, the heiress. MZRUCKER. Thank you.
And my dog, he over here, man. Your boy Six on Instagram.
Six back in the cut, just chilling. He ain't asked one question. He back there rolling like, oh, hell yeah. I ain't mad at him. Hell yeah, I remember that shit too, yo. He's cool as hell.
Cool as motherfucker, man. My day ones, man. But yeah, man, I want to thank you for coming out, man. Till next time, man. Shout out to the Poe Report, and we're ending with the Poe Report, man. Thank you, dog. And we out of here, dog. Yeah.